What is a song you haven't heard in 20 years, a song you didn't even like that much, suddenly drop you with terrifying precision into the passenger seat of your dad's old car? You can smell the vinyl, feel the summer heat through the window, see the exact pattern of cracks on the dashboard. The memory isn't a recollection, it's a full sensory time machine. And the trigger isn't a photograph, a smell, or a story. It's a sequence of abstract sounds. This isn't just nostalgia, this is a specific high-definition neurological hack. So what's the mechanism? How does a guitar riff or a synth line become a key that unlocks a vault in your brain you didn't even know existed? The answer isn't in the heart, it's in the violent interconnected collision of memory, emotion, and primal survival wiring. 2. The deep dive, zero fluff. To understand this, you must first discard the idea of memory as a filing cabinet. It's not. Memory is a reconstruction, a live performance by your brain every single time you remember, and music is the ultimate stage director for that performance. The process breaks down into 3 interconnected systems: neural binding, emotional tagging, and the unique pathway of sound itself. First, neural binding. When you experience any event, your brain doesn't store it in one place. The sight of your high school cafeteria is processed in the visual cortex. The sound of your friends laughing is handled by the auditory cortex. The smell of cheap pizza, the olfactory bulb. The feeling of social anxiety or joy, the amygdala. To form a coherent memory, your brain must bind these disparate fragments together. It creates a neural network, linking the firing patterns of all these regions. Think of it as a unique constellation of neurons lighting up in sync. Now, into music. Music is a multi-sensory bombardment in a single modality. Rhythm engages your motor cortex, you tap your foot. Melody and harmony light up auditory processing centers. Lyrics activate language networks. If a song is playing during an experience, it becomes a foundational thread in that neural constellation. It's not just another detail, it's the background score woven into every other sensory thread. Later, when you hear that song, it doesn't just remind you of the event, it reactivates the entire original network. It's the most efficient possible trigger, pulling every connected fragment, sights, smells, feelings back online in a cascading chain reaction.
The song is the master key because it was physically integrated into the memory's very architecture. Second, emotional tagging. This is where the power intensifies. Memories are not created equal. Your brain prioritizes memories based on emotional weight. The stronger the emotion, the more durable and vivid the memory. This is governed by the amygdala, your brain's alarm and reward center, and the hippocampus, its memory formation hub. When you experience something emotionally charged, your first kiss, a car accident, a moment of profound triumph, the amygdala signals the hippocampus, mark this one, this is important. Neurochemically, it bathes the memory in stress hormones like cortisol or reward chemicals like dopamine, etching it deeper. Music is an emotional catalyst. It directly stimulates the amygdala and the brain's reward pathways, including the nucleus accumbens, which is flooded with dopamine. When a piece of music makes you feel something, joy, sadness, anticipation, it is chemically amplifying the memory formation process. So the song playing during your graduation isn't just a bystander, it's an active participant, injecting emotional adrenaline into the scene. Later, the song doesn't just recall the emotion, it re-triggers the same neurochemical cascade, making the memory feel not like a past event, but a present reality. Third, the auditory pathway, a direct line. Unlike other senses, sound takes a privileged neural shortcut. Visual, tactile, and olfactory data make a pit stop in the brain's sensory relay station, the thalamus, before being routed for processing. Auditory information, it goes straight from your ear to the auditory cortex in under 50 milliseconds, but more crucially, it has a nearly direct line to the amygdala. This is a survival mechanism. The snap of a twig in a dark forest needs to trigger fear before you consciously identify it as a predator. Because of this, sound, and particularly the structured, pattern-rich nature of music, can bypass rational filters and access emotional and memory centers with minimal interference. There's no thinking about it. The reaction is immediate and visceral. This combination peaks during a specific developmental window, adolescence and early adulthood, roughly ages 12 to 25. This period, known as the reminiscence bump, is when you form your core identity. Experiences are more emotionally potent, novel, and self-defining. Your brain is also at peak neuroplasticity, forming neural connections at a furious rate. The music you discover and attach to during this era becomes the soundtrack to your neural coming-of-age story.
It's wired into your most foundational memories. This is why the music from your teens and 20s holds disproportionate power. It's literally fused to the blueprint of who you are. The science is clear. Music is a superior mnemonic device because it is a multi-sensory bind, an emotional amplifier, and a direct neural hijacker. It doesn't gently ask your brain to remember. It forces a full system reboot of a past fate. But this explanation, while accurate, is only the surface layer. It describes the how, but it misses the terrifying why. It assumes this is a happy accident of brain wiring. It is not. 3. The 80% reveal. Here is the paradigm shift. Music doesn't accidentally trigger memories. That is not its evolutionary function. We have been looking at this backwards. The terrifying revelation is this: memory is not the primary function. Time binding is. Music's fundamental purpose, rooted in our deepest evolutionary past, is to stop time, not literally, but perceptually. Before written language, before even complex oral history, how did a tribe or a family maintain continuity? How did they transmit not just information, but emotional context, procedural knowledge, and collective identity across generations? Through rhythm, melody, and song. Chants, work songs, lullabies, war drums, ritual dances. These were not entertainment, they were biocultural encryption tools. A hunting song wasn't about remembering the tune, it was about encoding the precise muscle memory, the pacing, the collaborative timing, and the adrenaline state of the hunt into the bodies and brains of the next hunters. A lament wasn't just about sadness, it was a protocol for grief, a way to bind the community's emotional response to a loss, ensuring social cohesion. The music carried the memory of how to be physically and emotionally in a specific, crucial context. Your brain isn't malfunctioning when a song from 1998 floods you with detail. It is performing its ancient core programming. The vivid memory is a byproduct of a system designed for something far more profound: the transfer of experiential states across time. The modern twist, the pop song attached to your first heartbreak, is just your Paleolithic brain using its most powerful pre-existing technology on new data. The technology is so potent that it works even with the trivial data of a modern life. The Brian Wilson vocal harmony, the 4-on-the-floor drum loop, the specific guitar tone, these are modern proxies for the drum circle and the ritual chant.
They are patterns that your brain, honed over hundreds of thousands of years, is primed to use as temporal anchors. This is why the memories are so visceral, so non-negotiable. It's not a glitch, it's a feature of a system that was built to ensure the tribe's survival by making sure a warrior 10,000 years ago could, through a specific rhythm, impart the exact feeling of focus and aggression needed for battle to a warrior today. Your brain, hearing that rhythm, doesn't just remember the past, it reinstalls a past state of being. The final, unsettling layer. This means the music you listen to now isn't just background noise. You are actively, irrevocably using it to encrypt your present. You are choosing the sonic codes that will, decades from now, become the master keys to your current self. Every playlist, every album on repeat, is a selection of temporal anchors you are hammering into your own neural architecture. You are not just passing time, you are building the time machine that will one day bring you hurtling back to this exact moment, whether you want to return or not. The outro. So the next time a song ambushes you with the past, understand what's really happening. You are not reminiscing. You are interfacing with an ancient biocultural technology for state transfer across time. The memory is vivid because it was meant to be a manual. The music isn't the trigger, it's the transmission. And you are both the sender and the receiver. Choose your soundtrack accordingly. You will have to live inside it again.